Hey guys, it's Amanda Monica Arlumi, and we are doing our review and tutorial for the Loom and the Loom band from Rainbowloom. Rainbowloom says this should be available mid to late March. So let's get on with this tutorial and review for this brand new Loom. Very exciting. Alright, first I thought I would just do the Loom and then we would go with the bands that you could purchase separately. So first we got sent just the Loom, the kit, just like you would get sent in a Rainbowloom kit. This is like your brand new starter kit for an Loom. We have used some of the Loom bands to make a model. This is the model. Oh, it might help if I turn it the right way. This is the model that we have made. It says Adam on it. And these were all using the Loom bands. In the kit, you get a Rainbowloom metal tipped hook, the really nifty 7 hook comb, the Loom, and it is super sturdy, everyone, just to let you know. You will get 1,200 bands. You will get, in the colors in the kit, there's not many blue left because I used a lot of them for the Adam bracelet, but you will get red, black, white, yellow, and blue Loom bands. And they are, if you can see through the package, we talked about them in the opening, but they are quite smaller than the regular bands. And they are a little bit fatter. I'll show them when I show you the all of the different bags of bands. And then underneath, here is your instructions, and the instructions are really great, and they show you exactly what you need to do your Loom. It comes with your secret code. I'm not going to show ours because Bug decided she wanted to scratch it off. Now, on here, it shows you how long you should make it for a wrist and how many characters, meaning if you wanted to put how many letters and stuff on there, it would fit for this one. This is how long a child's wrist may be. This may be for an adult size, but what you could do is you could put your wrist up to it and you could wrap it around. So you can put on the little characters like the S, the A, the M, the P, the L. And what I did is I made a copy of this, but when the Looms come out, there will be templates on rainbowloom.com. So I made a sample of this, and I actually did hearts right here. And here's the hearts. And I just made my own template right here. And you can do that as well. So here is the instructions. I'm just going to put them back away. And that's all that was in the kit. Here's a stray band. Who does not have stray bands and everything? All right. So let me close this back up and let's get all of the bands out and show you all the different colors. All right. So Rainbowloom has come out with 12 different colors that are in the Loom bands. They have the orange. They have a turquoise or a sky blue. They look just like the turquoise regular Rainbowloom bands. A white. A yellow. A nice hot pink. A nice neon or classic green. A gray. A nice navy blue or deep blue. Red. Black. Purple. And hunter green. So let's open the purple pack. Each one of these packs are going to come with 500 alpha bands, and then they're going to come with 70 clear bands. The clear bands are the same size as your regular rubber bands from Rainbowloom, because those will be used in tying the bracelet, the 7 pin bar things, together. So these are your 70 clear bands. They're just like the regular Rainbowloom bands from before. And these are your Alphalume bands, if I can find where the opening is. So difficult. And these are really cute. I will say that they are, if you have larger hands, adult hands, they are kind of difficult to get a hold of at first. Very cute. And I will say this purple is more of a jelly purple color, the regular jelly purple. I'm just going to put those in the bag. So like I said, you get 500 of the Alphalume bands in each one of your orders. Alright, I'm just going to do this off camera and I'll be right back. So for the tutorial, we are going to do 3 different ways to use the Alphalume. We're going to show you how to use it with the actual Alphalume bands. We made this one using the Alphalume bands, making Adam a bracelet. And then we thought, well, maybe some people might not want to use the Alphalume bands and they can't afford to buy new bands. And since everyone now knows that Amanda and myself love to hoard Rainbowloom bands, we have tons of regular Rainbowloom bands. So we wanted to show you how you could do it with regular Rainbowloom bands. And this is using just our regular Rainbowloom bands, and I made a pattern with puzzle pieces to represent autism. And Amanda's already claimed that she's taking this one. So this one was made using double Rainbowloom bands. It's a little bit thicker, I will say that. But if you don't want to have to purchase the Alphalume bands, then you can do it that way. And then we made one other way, which I will say that this one is it will take a little bit more time. But this one, and notice I did a smaller version, was using the regular Rainbowloom bands as well. But instead of doing double Rainbowloom bands, we used a single Rainbowloom band and we capped it. So we used one Rainbowloom band, and I will say that it is almost the exact same thickness as the Alphalooms. It is slightly larger though. But like I said, if you don't want to have to purchase Alphalume bands and you have a lot of Rainbowloom bands that you want to use, you can use regular Rainbowlooms with the brand new Alphalume. So we are going to start out doing the regular Alphalume bands. Then we will show you, or I will show you how to do it with the double Rainbowloom bands. And lastly, I will show you how to do the cap band version of the Alphalume. So let's get started. And we're going to do this version first. So I am going to use some of the black Alphalume bands and some red Alphalume bands. And I think I'm just going to do a few lines from one of the letters. Maybe let's do a M, since that's my name, Monica. So we're going to start out doing a full line of blacks. And here on the Alphalume, you have this circle right up here at the very top. Now, you can either choose to keep it at the top or choose to keep it at the bottom. Whichever way you choose, you need to keep it at that location. All right? The whole time. So the first row is going to be all black. All right? And only on this first time, you're going to make figure eights with them. So this first row is going to be all black. One. And like I said, with bigger hands, it's a little harder with these Alphalume bands, but you get the hang of it. And with Amanda and I making murals for a long time before this, we have worked with products very similar to the Alphalume, and we were very excited when we saw that this was coming out. we have worked on products that were very similar to this that had, I think, 64 things like this. So imagine doing that long. We've made a sugar skull girl and an Anna mural and a Cancer mural. All right, so I'm just pushing them all down. And then what you're going to do, and it doesn't matter which side you put it on, you're going to take one of the clear rubber bands, and I'm going to put it on the right side. And you're just stretching the whole thing down, all 7 of those pins. Now, on the sample, the M, I'm doing an M for Monica. The second row is going to be all red, okay? So each one of these black ones right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, are all going to be red. Each one of these blocks represents a band. And this time, you're only going to stretch them across. You have to do the figure 8 just like you do on your regular fishtails or any bracelets to start a bracelet out so it will stay together. Okay, so now I have 7 black for the first row and 7 red for the second row. Alright, and then I have that clear band all across. Now we're going to use the metal tipped hook that came with the kit, and we're going to pull over that clear band so it goes right in the middle. Now we're going to use this really cool comb that we wish we would have had a long time ago, because this is going to make it so much easier, and you're going to be able to pull 7 bands over at one time. That is so nifty to us. So what you're going to do is each one of these has a hook, and you're going to go under and pick up all 7 of those bands. Alright? And with the Alpha Loom bands, it is a little tough, but you're going to pull them back, pull them up, make sure they're all over, and let go. Gonna go under, pull them all back, pull them up, make sure they're all over, and let go. And now you see all the red is on the top, or is the only band now. But what you're gonna use is the other end of the comb has these little nubbies on them. You're gonna push those down all the way to the bottom. So now they're all even again on both sides. So when you go to pick those up, then you can pick them all up very easily. Alright, now we're going to start off with another clear. And then on our grid, we just need a red on the second. The rest are going to be black. See, it gets a little easier after you do it for a little bit. You start getting in a rhythm. And I'm just doing one letter today, but when you do your bracelet, it will become just natural and it won't take you any time. So always remember, the first thing that you do before pulling your bands over is you need to pull that clear band, because that's what's going to keep all 7 of your bands together. Then you're going to get your comb. Get all 7 of your bands, pull them over, make sure they're all there. Almost lost it. Get all 7 of your bands, pull them over, and then pull it down. I'm going to do this one more time on screen, and then I'm going to go off and finish the rest, and I'll show you how to close it. So this one, what you're going to do is we're going to put our silver or our clear band on, and then we're going to go to the third one to put the red on. So I have my clear band, and now we're going to go down here to the third peg to put the red on. I like to put my accent color on first and then put the background colors. Accent color meaning whatever I am meaning to show up in the bracelet, whatever I am, like in the other bracelet it's Adam, this one I'm just doing an M, but whatever I'm meaning to do, I always like to do that first because that's the most important thing you want to place. So I have all those. I'm going to pull the clear band over, and now I'm going to grab all 7 of those, pull them over, grab all 7, pull them over, push it down, and now I'm ready for my next step. I'm going to go do the next 3 rows off screen, and I will come back to show you how to close this off. I'll be right back. Alright, I just put my last row on. I haven't pulled it over, so I'm going to pull it over on screen. I hope you all have gotten kind of the gist of how to do this comb. And sometimes you'll get the extra ones and you don't want those. You just kind of grab it again. And this is what the metal hook is for, just in case you have one that almost comes off. Now that was our last row. So what we're going to do, I'm not going to push it all the way down, I'm just going to push it a little way down. What you're going to do is there's only 1 row on each side. You're going to use your metal hook, and you're going to take 1 from one side and bring it to the same hook on the other, or same pin on the other side. So you're going to have 2 on one side, and this is just closing out the bracelet or the little mini mural. If you made a little mini mural, we made a little mini mural today of an M. Okay, and now what you're going to do is, I also forgot to tell you, in the package you get a bunch of C-clips. I mean, we all know we have tons and tons of C-clips. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a C-clip on each one of these before you take it off. I'm just putting a C-clip on each one, because we don't want to put it on there and then have one C-clip or one come loose from the C-clip and it has our whole bracelet or what have you mixed up and broken and coming apart, because we've all had that happen at least once. It's not fun, not at all. Alrighty, so I have on each one of those, and then I'm just going to take it off. Oops, see, if I hadn't done that. It always happens on camera. Okay. Now I'm going to take it off. So that's why you gotta be careful. Maybe if I sing while I do it, it'll be nice to me. Maybe if I just won't use the hook and just pull it off by the C-clip, Monica. Hurt. Okay. So I just pulled it off by the C-clip, and you stretch it a little. And since this one's just small, you can see the M on this one, but this one's just very small because it's just a miniature mural. So I'm going to show you on Adam's bracelet how you, why do I keep showing you on the wrong side? On Adam's bracelet, I'm going to show you how to close it with all of the C-clips on the other side, because I've left it open, so when you know how to close it with all of these. On this side you had all of the little crisscrosses. Remember how we had the figure 8s? So you're going to go in and grab each one of those figure 8s, and you're going to pull it out with your metal tipped hook, and you're just going to put the C-clip in. Going to grab each one. Make sure you have both sides of each one. Because if you just have one side, it'll kind of pull out a little more. And we don't want that. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'll do one more. I'm going to do the rest off camera. I'll be right back. Alright, so there's the closure on the back, and Amanda and I love when bracelets are closed and they're nice and clean all the way around. We just love that. So the back, how they have the C-clips done like this, we just adore, just saying. So this is how the Alpha Loom looks with the Alpha bands. If you just wanted to make with the Alpha bands, you can stop right here, and you can please give us a like, hit the subscribe button, and follow us on Instagram. If you would like to stay and watch the different versions that we're going to do, we're getting ready to do those right now. So if you liked this version and are finished, bye, love you guys. If you want to stay for these other versions, please do. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we're getting ready to do the double Rainbowloom band version right now. This is using 2 Rainbowloom bands on each one of the pegs. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make one of these puzzle pieces right now. I'm not going to make a whole bracelet, just like I didn't make the whole bracelet before. Just for tutorial sake purposes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 greens. I'm going to put them on one peg and twist them. Alright. I'm going to get 2 more greens. These 2 are representing basically like one of the Alpha Looms that we had. Bands. Now I'm doing red because my puzzle piece is going to be red. And then 2 more greens. Alright, now making sure that I keep my little thing up at the top, or if you want to keep it at the bottom, just make sure it stays in one. I put my silver band, why do I want to keep calling it silver? My clear band across, oops, and now I'm moving on to my next row, and it's going to be the exact same band choices, but they're not going to be figure eighted. I'm going to do green, then red, and each one of these is getting 2 bands each. And if people, I know some of our friends have made murals. People that have made murals, this is exactly how we make our murals when we do those. So we were like, if we make murals this way, why can't we use this on the Alpha Loom just like this? So here we go. It is going to be a wider, thicker, but it's not that much wider or thicker. So over here we're going to grab the clear band, just as I'm just fidgety, I guess. Grab the clear band and flipped it over. We're going to grab our nifty comb, and some of ours aren't the same. Now the comb with these may be a little harder to grab 2 bands for some people, but for us it's okay. If you feel more comfortable using the hook, you can do that as well. The comb is just kind of like an easier way for some people to grab more than one at one time. But if you, like when we first got it, I was like, ooh, I don't know how comfortable I am with that. But then after I started working with them, I'm like, ooh, I love that. That is super nice. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are going to get another clear band. And now this whole next row is going to be red. Red, red, red. Amanda got to have bug in her tutorial. I don't get to have my bug. It's very sad. Bug's my mini-me. Alright, so you're going to pull your clear band over. And then you're going to use your comb and pull all of them over at once. Pull all of them over at once. And then push down. I'm going to do it one more time, but I'm going to show you how to do it with just pulling them over one at a time with the hook. Because some people, like I said, don't feel comfortable pulling all 7 over at once. But when Amanda and I saw that the comb, we were like, oh, that would have been amazing when making murals. Because when we have a 64-pin knitting mural or knitting loom, to pull over 64 of these, oh. And if you all are following us on Instagram, if you scroll further down, Rainbowloom actually has them now. They go on their shows with them, but we have an Anna and a skeleton girl that we made murals of out of Rainbowloom bands. Oh, I was going to do it with this. I'm sorry. There I go, throwing things again. Alright, so I'm going to use, I just pull one over at a time. Now when I say I'm pulling one over at a time, I'm still pulling 2 over at a time, but I'm pulling those bottom 2. Okay. Alright, I'm going to continue doing this off camera and I will be right back. So I did just what I did with the Alpha Loom, and I put the last bands on the one side and put a C-clip on them. But this time they have the 2 bands on each, so there's actually 4 bands. So I'm just going to take it off of the Alpha Loom. And stretch it out a little bit. And there is your puzzle piece. Now, here's the bracelet. And you'll do the exact same thing you did with the Alpha Loom bracelet by hooking it in to these figure 8s and putting it together. Alright, last but certainly not least, the cat band method. Alright, let me go get my bands and I'll be right back. Alright, so for the cat band method, instead of using a single band and just stretching it across a single Rainbowloom band and just stretching it across like so, what we are going to do is we are going to essentially cap it. And since this is the first row, we're going to figure 8 it. And then for this first row, we're using all of the turquoise. So we're just capping. That's why I said this one's going to take a little extra time, because you're going to cap every single band. That's what makes it a little more tighter and compact. But this is also, oops, I lost my cap. But this is also what makes it look even more similar to the alpha bands. So I'm just going to keep on going, making my cat bands for the first row. I think that the jelly bands won't show off as much of the twists and the turns as well. I'm just using opaque bands today, but I do believe after trying this that the jelly bands may work a little bit better. So I'm going to make one of these hearts today. So I'm going to take, the first one is 2 of these. And then the rest are turquoise. So I'm going to finish this row off and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have that first row capped. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the silver band over. Why do I keep calling it silver? The clear band over. And I'm going to, it's going to be really tight, pull those cap bands over on both sides. Oop, I got one of those magentas in there. I don't want to get in. Okay. Sometimes you may have to do it a couple times, and that's okay. And this is the one that you may not want to use the 7 pin comb thing. It's up to you. Get a clear band again. And I'm just going to continue on my pattern. This time I'm going to need 4 of these for the heart. And like I said, you're just capping all of them. That's what takes a little bit longer. But if you want to do the capped version to make it look more compact, it's well worth it. I actually have heard that people do full murals like this. I think my fingers would be bleeding by then if I did an entire mural like that, but I don't know. Alright. Oops, I'm stuck. Let's get our 7. Ugh. And then the other 7. Alright, I'm going to finish this heart out and I will be right back. Alright, so here's the end of it, and I've already put the C-clips on, just like all of the other ones. I'm just pulling it off with a loom. This one's a lot tighter. Oops. And see, that's what you have to be careful of, because that one didn't catch that last little bit. So I'm just putting it on that C-clip. Okay. And then stretching it. So there's our heart. It looked just like that heart. I closed this one out like we close out our murals and stuff, so that's why there's no C-clips on this one. But normally you would use your C-clips if you're going to make it into a bracelet. So that is why I have it this way. And I lost it right there. Alright, so this is the tutorials and the review for Rainbowloom's new product, the Alpha Loom. We absolutely love it. We have showed you different techniques if you don't want to purchase the new Alpha Loom bands. We think that either way, it's a great product if you choose to use the Alpha Loom bands or if you choose to use your regular Rainbowloom bands. It's a very versatile product and it is very sturdy. It's nice and hard. We absolutely love this thing, this little comb that they've come out with, and it's one of the great new products that Rainbowloom will be coming out with mid-May to the end of May. Looking forward to seeing some of your all's creations with this new product. If you liked this video and would like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button over there and please hit the like button down below. Please check us out on Instagram, Amanda and Monica are Loomy, and just check out our Facebook. We have our Facebook, we have Instagram, we have YouTube, and we have Twitter. We are all over the social media everywhere. Love you all. Bye, our Looming family. Mwah!